Hi, I'm Dr. Amber Boler, Cardiology Fellow at Mayo Clinic. I'm here at ACC 2018 for the FITsontheGO video blog, and I have the distinct pleasure of talking with Dr. Pamela Douglas, Geller Professor of Cardiology at Duke University, former past president of the American College of Cardiology, and the chair of the Diversity Initiative through the ACC. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Douglas.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Diversity Initiative that's ongoing with the ACC?
Well, we started a diversity task force about a year ago, recognizing that we really needed to do something about the persistent underrepresentation of minorities, racial and ethnic minorities, and women in cardiology. And we've spent the last year fact-finding and also figuring out what the college might do and where it might do it. The real reasons for undertaking this are really threefold. One, organizations and professions make better decisions if they're more diverse. So they provide better health care, they provide better education, they do better science. So that's one. Two, it's clear that we're missing out on some talent, and we really need to make sure that we have access to all the talent possible, as well as making sure that we retain that talent and promote them to leadership roles. And then finally, healthcare disparities in receiving care, healthcare equity, is a stubbornly persistent problem in the United States, and that is best addressed by a contingent of caregivers and policymakers who are not necessarily diverse, but are competent to address the diversity of all of their patients, and that becomes from a diverse workforce. So those are the reasons we undertook this.
Yeah, it's a very important topic, and it's very important for the up-and-coming cardiologists, especially the female fellows who look up to you. I know you're one of my role models, but can you tell us a little bit about your path to the presidency of ACC? I know you're one of only 3 female presidents that we've had, so can you give us a little bit about your path to presidency?
Well, my path to presidency is really no different from the men. I mean, it all is the same thing. You join the college, in training and stay with the college. I participated in a Merck fellowship program, and through that was appointed to a committee. Chapters at that point were not as strong and as vibrant as they are now. We didn't have any member sections, so the path was really through committees, and worked hard, enjoyed that work, participated. Raised my hand when opportunities came through, and eventually that led to chairing committee and then getting on the board.
Are there any pitfalls you can warn female fellows or female physicians in general kind of to avoid when they're trying to get up and make a name for themselves and get into these councils and into positions of power like this?
Gosh, there's many things that both men and women can do. I would say that be present in your job. And I know that can sometimes be very hard and be distracting for women who have many more responsibilities potentially at home than their male colleagues. But arrange your life outside of work so that you can be fully present in your job, and don't over-anticipate. If you intend to have a child at some point, don't warn people off and say, I'm going to get pregnant. That's just silly. So do your job to your fullest, with humor and humility, both. Enjoy your talents. Enjoy the talents of those around you. Develop colleagues as well as developing mentors. Become really good at what you do. Also become really good at having a career. And I know that sounds a little odd, but being really good at what you want to do are those technical skills that we think of as physicians, or clinical skills. But it's also, if you're in academics, it's learning how to do a PowerPoint presentation, how to write scientifically, how to do a presentation, how to give that elevator talk about, what you're doing, but also how to be part of a team. And this is what I call a career skill: how to negotiate, how to present your ideas in a coherent fashion, and how to listen to other people's ideas and build consensus. All of those are really essential to success.
That's excellent advice. Thank you. Is there a way for fellows to get involved with the diversity initiative?
Yes, absolutely. Everybody is involved. So we have three major goals in the initiative. The one is to change the culture of the cardiology field. And I know that's not, it's ambitious and it's not easy. But we need to become more inclusive and welcoming for everyone. We just presented here at ACC 18 a poster on how internal medicine residents choose careers. And we surveyed them and asked them about their professional development needs, the strongest of which were stable hours and family friendliness were most important to them. And then we asked them how they perceived cardiology. And the two strongest perceptions were adverse work conditions and interferes with family life. So we have a little bit of a disconnect. Now, it turns out that we could predict those residents who were going to go into cardiology with 90% accuracy just based on those two domains. And they were the ones who basically felt they could navigate around those adverse conditions and also loved cardiac pathophysiology. But there's no reason why our profession should have a culture that puts off people. It should have a culture that includes people and provides them to thrive as whole people, both at work and at home. The other two components of the initiative, the next one is recruiting, retaining, and promoting talent. That is definitely something that will involve fellows as well and early career people, because we're focusing on leadership development, career training, not just on clinical education. And the third one is within ACC, we want to make sure that our structures and our processes for reaching business decisions and strategic decisions are filtered through the lens of inclusion. And it's not that we want to, set numbers for diversity. Diversity is a metric. If we are truly inclusive, our diversity numbers will get better. But making them better, forcing them to be better without becoming inclusive will not accomplish what we need to accomplish.
I really appreciate all the work that you've done in this field. I think it's going to make a huge difference, especially projects looking at internal medicine and really looking at women, early on in their career before they have, the opportunities to choose which path they're going. You're kind of intersecting there and trying to get them involved in cardiology. We really appreciate you being here with us today. For more videos like this, please head to youtube.com/FITsontheGO.